Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, all of the educators of this debate championship. My name is Indra Sakti Pangestu as the first speaker of the opposition team. Okay, I disagree with this house that is house prefer the strategy of using for institutional reforms. Institutional change is not an easy thing to do, especially in the police sector. I want to respond to Prime Minister. Say that it is better if we change the institution by changing member of the police into very ethnic group to reduce racism. But will changing this institution guarantee reduction in racism? That's not a guarantee. It still could be that over the institutional change, there will still be cases of racism. After all, the issues of defunding police is not about just a problem of racism, but there is a lot of problem that we will talk about it. Why don't we agree with this house and we choose to support the defunding police? There are several arguments to our reasons. The first, the police, for example, in the United States of America, are not a neutral body, and the institution is inherently biased. What more, a recent study revealed that hundreds of active duty officers from across the country are members of racist and anti-governments. Second, despite the billions of dollars spent every year on policing, and more than 15,000 people were killed by gun violence by the police. It's very disappointed with the police work. The state give a lot of money to buy ballots, but the ballots are instead used to kill our own citizens. This is unnatural. And the third, U.S. cities collectively spend about $100 billion a year on policing. New York City spends more on policing than it does on the other department. Our tax dollar must be reallocated from the system that regularly murder black people with impunity and instead invest in programs that strengthen our communities. And fourth, with so much fund allocated to the police, it makes possible for the police to commit corruption. Of some cases above, giving too much fund for policing makes some risk, so that we must take steps quietly to deal this and better the police, not arrange to change the institution, because changing the institution has some risks, such as we are also need a lot of funds to carry out these reformations. Then the possibility of racism persisting with the transformation remains. There is, or we cannot think quietly about changing our institution. In addition to providing a solution, we must also provide a deterrent effect by conducting a divine police. It's for makes sense to deter the police to do not violence again. I think defining police would be better because we can allocate police funds to other departments such as health or social departments, and for the additional body camps or training and other so-called reformation measures will not end cycles of police, because they can turn it off and ignore it. That way make us tired with the word of reformation. We are tired with the word reformation. We need a concrete way with defining the police. So from the fact above, we got the good point that reforming institution is not a guarantee. There is no problem in the policy in our country. It's not a guarantee. And so it's clearly that I disagree with this house that want reforming the institution. I think we need a quiet action to reduce the police violence. We need a quiet action. So I really disagree with this motion. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.